Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Grady and I'm the counselor and transformational coach at Butterfly Project. So I wasn't going to record a video today. I'm actually really tired. I've had a lot of changes happening in my life and just things have been super busy and not getting the best sleep. But I did really have a important message that I need to share with all of you. And so even if you don't believe in astrology, there is still a very important message here for you because it is something that I work on with all of my clients and actually affects everybody. Okay, so today I'm recording this on September 9th, 2025. In astrology and in numerology, that would be the 999 portal because we're in a 9-year 2025 goes down to a 9. Nines are all about completion. Okay, so it's kind of like the end of chapters, the end of a cycle. Is basically what it is. And so, like I said, even if you don't believe in astrology, this still applies because what it's all about, and for all of us, we're past the halfway mark of the year. This is all about releasing things, releasing what no longer serves you. Okay, so releasing anything that's getting in the way of you and your desires, anything that needs to go in your life that just isn't serving you, that is no good for you, that's negative, that's toxic, right? So this could be behaviors, habits, patterns, cycles, people, places, things, right? It could be mindsets. And for most people, it has to do with the mindsets. It has to do with, if you know, and if you've been following me, and if you haven't, check out my other videos. I'm always talking about the subconscious mind, and the inner child, our subconscious mind programming, okay, and being able to reprogram the subconscious mind. So that's where this applies, where this is a time that we want to, release anything that is in our subconscious minds, any of those subconscious mind, beliefs, right? Any beliefs, assumptions, thought patterns, right? That just is not true and it's not serving us because it's just part of the ego. And the ego was there not as like egotistical, but the ego is there for our survival. The ego has been there since beginning of time to help us survive in the wild, but we don't need it in the same way. And it can only use what's in your subconscious mind. So what is in there from your childhood, right? I call it the programming, your childhood programming. That's the inner child. Same thing. It's all the memory bank that's in your subconscious mind. What is in there that needs to be released once and for all, needs to be let go of because it is, stopping you from having the desires that you want, stopping you from living, your best life, stopping you from having the life that you want, right? It's getting in the way. Maybe it's addictions, maybe it's other habits or patterns, things that you kind of learned, learned behaviors along the way. Maybe it's patterns in like relationships, or maybe it's patterns, with money or cycles that you have been in. Maybe it's, eating really badly, having bad sleep cycles, I'm part of that, I'm shifting and changing that right now. Whatever it is, what is it that you need to release right now? What I want you to do is take an inventory of what it is that you need to release in your life, or maybe it's in your mind. What needs to go right now? What cycles need to complete? What patterns have to complete, right? What is it that you need to release from your life or from your mind? What do you need to let go of? Okay, that's stopping you, that's getting in the way, that's not allowing you to have your desires, not allowing you to be your best self, not allowing you to step into that version of you that can have what it is that you want. The version of you that deserves and is worthy of having your desires. Okay, what's stopping you? What's getting in the way? What needs to be released, right? Do you want that home, but you're, gambling? Do you want, that relationship, but you're allowing past, relationship patterns or hurts or things that you're still holding on to, like resentment and unforgiveness, and you're carrying this forward into future relationships or current relationships, and that's, getting in the way? Maybe it's things from your childhood that's created, patterns and cycles that's getting in the way of you having relationships, or maybe it's the career, or maybe it's the money, or maybe it's the health that you want, right? So what habits, patterns, cycles that you've been in, mindsets that needs to be released, old belief systems, assumptions, what needs to be released right now and let go of, so that you can have what you want, so that you can have a better life? Because you guys, I've been sharing this message, life is short. It's very, very short. And tomorrow's not guaranteed to any of us. It doesn't matter your age, your status, your race, your religion. It doesn't matter. Life is short. So if you want to have your desires, if you want to live the life that you want to live, if you want to be your best self, the best version of you, to have the best life in whatever area of your life it is. And for a lot of us, it's, multiple areas and things that we need to release and let go of. I want you to take an inventory. It can be really hard to be honest with other people sometimes in regards to this. It can even be really hard to be honest with ourselves. But I want you to take some time over the next few days and really be honest with yourself. What is it that you need to release and let go of? What no longer serves you? Beliefs, patterns, habits, thoughts, mindsets. What needs to go so that you can be your best self and live your best life and have what it is that you want in your life and desire? Okay, because we are all deserving and worthy of that. So what is it that you need to let go of? If you would like help figuring this out, you can certainly work with me. I would love to do that. I work with people all over the world. We do it online, and it works great. So if you're not in my area, that's fine. My information is always in the description box below, and you can contact me that way and we can set something up. But this is something that I work deeply with everybody. This has kind of become, not just my passion, but almost like my, area of expertise. I call it subconscious mind reprogramming. Okay, so whatever you have in your subconscious mind, that is running 95% of your life. And most of us, that's coming from our childhood, for 6 to 10 years of programming. That's what I call it. Okay. So some people call it, your belief systems, your, assumptions, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. But basically, this, in astrology, the 9-9 portal is all about completion, about ending cycles, ending patterns, of releasing, mindsets, releasing, people, places, things that don't serve us, that are not good for us. It could be, friendships, people that are, influencing you that way, bad influences. There's that saying, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. How about we do an inventory of that? Who are you hanging out with, right? What are you taking in? What are you consuming? Not just ingesting with food and drink, but substances possibly, or what are you ingesting with what you're watching, what you're hearing, what you're reading, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, right? Take a really honest look. Be brutally honest with yourself. What needs to go in your life? What do you need to release? And for a lot of us, it's mindsets or habits, okay? But it could be any number of these things that I've talked about, or it could be all of them, right? If you want the career, if you want the money, if you want the health, if you want the relationship, if you want the love, what do you need to release and let go of, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. And like I said, it can be hard to be honest, with others. So sometimes people avoid doing the work, with a helper, somebody like myself, a counselor or coach. And that's fine, but I'm sharing this so that you can do it on your own. Sometimes though, we are stuck in denial. And we don't want to look at those things. We don't want to be honest with yourself. This is a time that all of us need to be honest with ourselves, to be able to release these things, because it's not helping you. It's not serving you. It's not getting you what you desire. Take a look at your life. Is there something that you really want that you're not having or can't get or feel like you can't? It's because something needs to be released or let go of. All right, my loves. So that's what I have for you today. Don't forget to do all the things like this video, comment down below, share my video and channel with others. If you know me, you know that one of my biggest passions is to help as many people as I possibly can. Don't forget to do all the things, you know, like I think I said this, like this video, comment down below, share my video and channel with others. Sorry guys, I'm super tired. And yeah, I forget what else I was going to say. Oh, hit the bell icon so you get notified of new videos. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and be part of this ever-growing butterfly community. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. And you guys, any number of these things really is the best way to support me, to help my channel to grow and to get my messages out there. And yeah, if you want to work with me, like I said, my information is in the description box below, and I can definitely help you figure out what it is that you need to release in your life. That is something that I have become very experienced in helping people with, and it's pretty much one of my specializations now. So thanks so much, everybody. And don't forget to also really spend time taking care of yourself, doing a lot of self-care. At this time in the astrology, these are really, really heavy energies. And even when you're doing the work of releasing in psychology, that's a lot of heavy lifting, especially in your mind. And it does affect our body, right? So our minds affect our body. So if we're really tired, right, if we're doing a lot of mental, you know, heavy lifting, we're going to be really you know, exhausted. So take care of yourself as well. All right, my loves, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time. Bye-bye.